Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do an unboxing and kind of a quick review or a first look at a mount I just acquired. Just came in the mail today. And this is a ScalarWorks mount. So this is the, I forget what they call it. But anyway, let's open it up and see. So this is a legit unboxing. I have not opened this thing up yet. This is for a 30mm scope tube. And this is the 157 height over bore. Well, actually, it's not height over bore, it's over the top of the rail. Now, I've heard so much about their packaging and all that kind of nerdy stuff, so we'll see if that's all the case. Packing list. Ooh. Looks like I got a whole bunch of stickers here. Very cool. We'll set those aside. Nothing left in this packaging. And so here's the actual product box. So this is the Leap 08 30mm QD mount, 157 height. Okay. Ooh, nice. The flap is magnetically clasped, if I can say it. Very cool. All right, so in here, got some sort of QR code to look up the manual. That's pretty nice. Super freaking light. So here's the mount itself, and then this is a little Torx driver bit, T25. Okay, so I'll be able to put this into my little torque wrench, or torque driver, I guess I should say. Let's see, open this up, see what this looks like. Oh, that's pretty nice looking. I don't know if the camera will focus on that or not. Okay, so it's got their branding on there. Cool. I'll put that back in here for now. So that's the contents. And here is, it looks like a vacuum sealed bag. Let's give this a little cut ski. Oh my goodness. That is quite light. So, I have a Trijicon AccuPoint 1-4 TR24. Currently it's in an American Defense, an ADM Recon 20 mount with the quick detach levers. Very nice mount, nothing wrong with it. But I'm changing up some of my rifles a little bit, and the 16-inch that this is going to be going onto is QD railed. All of my stuff has to be QD railed. That's just how I like it. But I'm trying to go as light as possible on this build, so that's why I spent the money on this guy. Wow, the machining in this is quite impressive. There are a lot of setups in this guy. Very nice. Ooh. Listen to those clicks. Let me get the microphone down there. See if you can hear it. That's nice. I do have my 3D printers running in the background as I'm making this video, so hopefully you're not hearing that noise. Oof. That's super nice. Well, initial impressions, I'm very pleased to see the level of workmanship on this guy. Here's the level drive Allen that you drive up to the bottom of your scope. So I think what we'll do now is we'll do a weight test and see if this actually weighs what ScalarWorks claims it weighs, and we'll compare that to my current ADM mount. Alright, so here is the TR24, which I just love this thing. And it is, like I said, inside the American Defense Manufacturing 20 MOA Recon QD mount. So you can see how that's, how I have that kind of set up right now. So let's go ahead and get the scope out of here. All right, it's the American Defense is definitely heavier, and there's no doubt. You can just look and see how much more material there is in this guy. So this is all the fasteners required for both units. So now we'll weigh them. All right, I've got the scale set up here. I've verified the bubble level on this guy. And just to make sure that we're, as the air moves around, it'll jump around a little bit. Just to make sure the scale is on. This has not been officially calibrated for a couple years, but I do have this calibration weight from Tromner. So this is a 300 gram weight. So we'll see you know, how close the scale is. It should be pretty damn close. Okay, so let's read 0. I mean, we were within 1/100th of a gram anyway, but let's just, all right, I mean, we're pretty much dead nuts on 300. Okay, so I can put this guy away, take off the Michael Jackson glove. All right, now let's weigh the American Defense. So 231.4, 231.41, and on their website, they claim it weighs 228 grams. Okay, so 231.42 is actually slightly lighter than what ScalarWorks claims. And let's see what the Leap 08 weighs. They say on their website that it weighs 154 grams, and actually it weighs 153. 153. I'll shield my breath so that I'm not breathing on the scale. 153.07. So quite a difference there. Let's see, I forget, what did this now weigh? So 31. So this thing weighs about 80 grams less, give or take. All right, just so I have the numbers, I've never actually weighed the TR-24. This thing is heralded for its lightweight, so let's just see what this thing weighs. Okay, so it weighs 418.19 grams. 418.19. All right, now we're going to use their little torque driver tip. We're just going to loosely install the TR-24 into the mount, and then I'll do the final mounting probably on the gun. However, I've never actually used one of these level drive set screws before, so maybe that makes my normal mounting technique somewhat redundant. So in my case, this is probably best done on the rifle, but just for illustration purposes, let's see how the level drive would work. And it appears as though it's the same, what size is it, 225 Torx bit. So I'm just going to drive this up to the base. Hopefully you'll see that set screw starting to protrude. And now it's contacting the bottom of the flat on the scope body, kind of in the windage and elevation sort of clearance housing. I had to slightly rotate it. Okay, that actually, I can see that it's still a little off. What I'm going to do now is just put these in place here, these fastening screws. We'll just get these in place and get the threads started. I'm not going to torque anything down. Just so that the bands are concentric / coincident with the body housing. That will ensure that the level drive set screw actually is squaring it up. And it looks like it's just a little off right now. You can actually see. So now I'll continue to drive this forward. That looks pretty good, actually. So, yeah, all right, well, I think now I'll pause and kind of get this on the rifle, and we'll do our final adjustments. Okay, so I've loosely kind of mock fit this to the rifle it's going onto. I'll show you that in a minute, but I did get the level drive set screw in place, and this thing does appear, I'm looking down it now, pretty damn true. So now what I'm going to do is, with the set screw still in place, I'm going to torque this guy down. This says 20 inch-pounds. So I'm just going to sneak up. We'll go to 10. We'll go 12 first. So I'm going to just go in kind of a alternating pattern here to snug them up a little. All right, so we're torqued down. Now, per the instructions, I will remove the leveling screw. So we'll make sure we save this guy. Now, boy, that's so light. We'll go ahead now and get this on the rifle. All right, we have our 16-inch BCM here, and I've kind of already sort of mock fit where this thing is gonna go. And their instructions do dictate coming from the side here and sliding it over like this. Bingo bongo. Okay, so now you can see what I'm doing over here. Basically, I'm just going to kind of click these fairly evenly. You don't want to tighten one too much and have the other one still stuck out, because then it will pull it at an angle and then it won't seat properly. Typically I like to bias it distally, but there really is no play. I'm just going back and forth. The rifle here is in a Magpul vice block, just in a little vise that I can move around. Let me take a look at the back side and see if it's closing down. Yeah, it's closing down. The gap does appear to be very parallel, so that's a good sign. Starting to tighten up now, I can feel. Just go one click at a time. All right, and I'm just gonna go finger tight, as much pain as I can take, and I think that's it. That's it, that's the ScalarWorks mount. Hope this was helpful to you. We'll talk to you next time. Peace out.